Something happens in heaven when somebody here on earth makes one of Yah's angels here on earth cry. When they hurt them deeply. You don't want to know what happens in the heavens above. And I would not want to be that person. The person who here on earth unknowingly hurts an angel here on earth. But there is somebody else I would not want to be. Far more than even just that. And that would be a person here on earth who in some way, shape, or form does or says something so incredibly hurtful that with their thoughtless and hurtful words could ultimately shatter the already very fragile ecosystem that is, well, somebody's walk with Yah. Spiritual awakening is not for the faint of heart. It is extremely supernatural. And if somebody isn't strong enough, it is a reason that somebody could, well, a lot of people have slipped into psychosis. Like I said, it is a very fragile ecosystem. And if you're not strong enough, well, we've seen in too many cases what can happen. And although somebody in their walk with Yah, well, clearly they're in their flesh, they're human, words can hurt. Words can do more damage than I can even begin to explain when it comes to walking with our Father. The things that we are being shown and taught, and ultimately our purpose, it is delicate and it can be absolutely ruined by somebody's thoughtless words. There have been parts of this journey that it became too much. I'm here to tell you, there was a day when I said, Abba, I'm going to need you to rein this one in just a scotch, just a little bit. You need me sane, and unless you want me like this in some padded room, you're going to have to rein it back a little bit, pull it back. And you want to know what he did? Instantly. He did. And then I thought, oh no, I screwed up. Please bring it back, bring it back. He listens. He reined it back for me. He heard my prayer. And then when I was ready for him to progressively bring it back more and more, he did. But the work that my Father and I have done is by far, hands down, the most important thing to me in this world. I have a massive purpose, and I will never apologize for my relationship and my purpose with my Father being more important than anything, or anyone in this world. But just this last week alone, I was shown the real reason and the purpose for isolation. And mad face. I have notoriously always been a social butterfly. So isolation has not been the easiest nor my favorite part of all of this. In fact, it has been really hard. And I have a tendency to fight things like a 4-year-old child. I don't like it. But just like that 4-year-old child who didn't like when my parents told me I had to do something, well, just in this situation with isolation, after I threw my little temper tantrum, Yah showed me exactly why isolation is not only vital, it is key. I will never let anybody get in the middle of my purpose for my Father, ever. And literally all it takes is one comment, one hurtful comment, one selfish comment to ruin it all. To plant that seed of insecurity into me or doubt, that would be detrimental to my purpose and my path. And so with that being said, if you are in my life, for the most part, the majority of everyone that knows me and loves me and my closest, my family, my husband, everyone, not only do they understand, this isn't like me, trust me, and I'm okay, but I need to isolate. They have all been amazing at understanding that. But for the most part, if they can't understand that, I'm sorry. Because again, there is not a person on this earth that is more important than this purpose. Because it is massive. It is huge. This life is literally a blink of an eye compared to everything else. And what I am doing, what I am learning, what I am being shown, and what I am going through with my Father, my purpose, it's not only a big one. From what I have been seeing and what I know now, it is one of the biggest ones of all. And I say that humbly with all of my heart, and all grace and glory to be to my Father. I will never allow anybody in my life to utter words that would ever make me stumble or fumble or fall in my purpose, let alone hurt me so deeply that I might give it all up. My purpose, not it all up. And with that being said, if you're on a spiritual journey with your Father and you're now in isolation, trust me, there is a very good reason. Do not throw the temper tantrum. Do not try to sneak out from your window every once in a while. No. Respect the fact that you have to be isolated because your purpose is not worth a single soul on this earth. Because your purpose is so big, it's for other people. And this is what we train for, people. Knees to chest, knees to chest. So if you know somebody that's on their walk with their Father and they're isolating, respect that. And if you find yourself upset that they're isolating or jealous of the time you're not getting, remember the time you're not getting is time that your friend is spending with their father. And if there's any animosity about that, then I would take it up with him. All it takes is one hurtful comment to shatter the very, very already fragile ecosystem of a walk with Yah. And although there are cries in the heavens like you've never heard before, when somebody here on earth hurts one of Yah's angels here on earth, you don't want to even know what happens in heaven when somebody here does or says something that could make Yah's angel in a massive purpose, even for a second, stumble, question, or even hesitate for a second, because you really don't want to know what happens in heaven then.